And you will be blessed, because they don't have the resources to repay you. For you will be repaid in the resurrection of the righteous. This short verse invites us into a way of living that prizes mercy over merit, generosity over gain. When we give to those who cannot repay, when we open our hands to the poor, the wounded, the forgotten, we participate in a kingdom economy that defies earthly calculation. Earth measures return on investment and balance sheets, but God measures compassion by the weight of a heart and the willingness to risk comfort for love. The promise of being blessed points to a blessing that cannot be bought or tallied, a blessing that settles on the soul and transforms the giver into an instrument of grace. To be repaid in the resurrection of the righteous is to trust a future and final justice, where kindness invested without reward on earth will be honored beyond death. This is not a call to do good for some spiritual payback scheme, but an invitation to align our motives with the heart of God. We give because we have been given to, because we remember that every blessing we enjoy is itself a gift. We answer need not for recognition but because compassion reflects the character of the God who stoops to heal, to feed, and to restore. Practically, this passage frees us to act without calculation. It frees us from the fear that generosity will leave us lacking. When we invite the poor, the lonely, the prisoner of circumstance into our table and our lives, we acknowledge a shared humanity and honor the image of God in each person. We practice solidarity with those who cannot pay back, and in doing so we become signs of God's kingdom here and now. Let us also hear a word of comfort. For those who have sown without visible harvest, who have labored in quiet mercy, the promise stands. God remembers and God will repay in ways we cannot yet imagine. The resurrection of the righteous points to a future restoration where every act of love is woven into the great tapestry of redemption. May this verse shape how we live daily. May it make us generous with time, with food, with listening, with presence. May it remind us that true blessing flows from sacrificial love rather than from clever accounting. May our hands be opened, our hearts be soft, and our eyes be lifted to the hope of the resurrection. In that hope we give freely, serve joyfully, and trust that even when the world cannot repay us, God will, and the repayment will be eternal. Let us pray for courage to step beyond calculations, for wisdom to see needs that go unnoticed, and for humility to accept that sometimes our gifts will vanish without earthly acknowledgement. Yet in those moments we are blessed, planted into God's redemptive story, and assured that the smallest kindness participates in eternity, and we rejoice.